Hi everyone, this is Ganesh here. Today we are talking about variable, sequence, and scope. So let me give you some quick definition of variable, something that can change or vary, representing a quantity, characteristic, or value that isn't fixed. So what is meant by variable? So it contains some database characteristic or any value. Okay, so that is so I have one variable that is var1. Okay, and it stores some values. Okay, and we have some project, like we are using projects and we need to use some of the data in our project. So how we can use that? So variable is used in our projects to pass that data, to flow that data. Okay, so variable will flow that data here, and so that is called variable. So it could be a string, it could be a integer, it could be a data table. So the types would be anything, but you can just use it in your workflows. Okay, so what is meant by, so let's go for the second one, sequence. So sequence is nothing but if I talk about the definition, the most basic workflow type used for linear processes where activities run one after another, top to bottom, like a simple list. So it means we have one container, and it so we are using some activities. We have activities like this, and it will perform one by one. Okay, top to bottom. So the direction of that sequence is top to bottom. So it acts like the one activity. After performing one activity, it will go for the second, and for the third. Okay, so that is meant by sequence. So it is one container that we can use different activities over here, and that is called sequence. Okay, let me just give you about let me just talk you about scope. Okay, what is meant by scope? So scope is let's suppose we have sequence 1. Okay, so that sequence is 1, and again I'm using another sequence, another container into the sequence 1, that is called 2. If I using third sequence over here into the first container, so that is third sequence. What if I'm using some variables into the third sequence? Okay, I use that into the third sequence. What if I want to use that into the second sequence? Are you able to do that? The answer is no, because scope isn't applied over here. Okay, so scope is, we do have main scope, we do have 1, we do have 2, so 1 contain 2 and 3. Okay, let me just erase that one, and main contain 1. Okay, so that sequence is like, acts like one sequence have 1 and 3, and the main one. Okay, main means main workflow. So that is the thing over here. So what if I want to use that variable 3 into the second? So I will just change my scope. I will just change my scope to 2. So then after that I can use that. But what if again I just wanted to use that into the third one? You can't see that into the because you can't see that into the third one, because you change that scope to the 2. So to use that into the 2 and 3, you can just simply go into the one scope. Okay, so you can var1 assign scope to the var1, and you will able to see that into the 2 and third. So just let me just quickly give you insight of UiPath as well. So we have one sequence. Okay, and same sequence I have created for the for another one, and same sequence I have created for the next one. Let me just outside the sequence to understand clearly. Just renaming that one. Okay, so here I shown you same example. So one, it contains two, and this. So let's suppose I have created a, let me just assign one activity over here. Okay, I have assigned, and I have created a one variable. With control K you can create your variable, or in the control, in the data manager panel you can see that create the variable. You can just click on that that one, and you will able to create your variable. So here var1 we have, and I have created a one variable. So you can see that see it here, scope. Are you able to see that? So scope is nothing but you have created your variable in third sequence. Okay, in third scope. So let me just assign one value. Okay, what if I just wanted to use that into the into second one. So to get all the values or all variables, you can just click control type control space, so we'll able to see that the variables is present or not. So we don't have any variable, or if I type that var1, the error comes because we don't have any variable in that scope. So let's suppose I have changed my scope to the second. Okay, var1, we are able to see that var1, but you can see that the error comes up, and it's saying that var1 is not declared because I changed my scope to 2. Okay, and that scope is not in that container, so that's why it's throwing error. So what if I want to use it in second and third one? So I will just simply go into the scope, and I will just click on 1. So error gone, and we got the value. So this is called scope. So simply for the major projects we can use the scopes for the limited resources. Suppose we want a limited resources in our sequence, we can use that. Suppose we want more values in means some of the more important values in one's main sequence, so we can simply change that scope and we can use that variable. So that's the purpose of scope. So you see it here, we can create the variable, we can pass our data. So I have pasted that data over here. So that taste is we can use it in var1 as well. Okay, so let me just change that one, and I will put that over here. So you can see that I just use that test. I have created a variable one, and test, I assigned a value test, and here we have passed the variable. So you can see the pop-up test, because I have created, I have mentioned the value as a test. Okay, I think so it's stuck in some point. Okay, we got the value, and I just cancel that one. So we got the one pop-up, and you can able to see that the test value over there. So that is called variable, and you see that the sequence as well. Yeah, it performs like one after one, so it will perform like 1, 2 and 3. It will go it will pass that. So first it will perform 1, it will perform 2 and the assign value, and it will go into the third one and it will perform message box. So it works like that. You can see that the connection between that sequence and sequence 2. So that is called uh, that is called sequences, right? So I hope you understand that clearly. Please comment it out and use it in your project as well. Thank you so much.